Hello, hello. Welcome back to Make and Break. We got CQDK, we got Junie, we got CG Simo, got all sorts of people. We listened to some Sonic Adventure music before we got started, and everyone is pumped. It is the Sonic Adventure Chow music. I've been playing a lot of Sonic Adventure lately. It is kind of an addiction, kind of a crazy, crazy addiction. Anyway, moving on. I'm gonna go ahead and throw on some music, and then we'll jump into it. Let me find my playlist. I lost it. There it is. And turn it down just a little bit. Make sure it's the correct volume for us. I can't hear anything. There we go. So, what are we doing today? Today, the goal is to make the beginnings of a little seaside resort. I have a pretty keen idea of how I'm going to do this, but we'll see if it works out in the end. The goal is to make a seaside resort. And then tomorrow, I'm going to sit and work on details, hopefully mostly just inside the room. So we're basically playing The Sims inside of Blender today. So, what do I want to start with? I want to start with a cube. I've been drawing the Easter Bunny with my new markers, and it went pretty bad. Why the Easter Bunny? Of all the things, Easter Bunny seems a little strange for you. Easter Bunny doesn't really seem like your cup of tea. Yeah, what? I don't get it. What's the Easter Bunny for? Okay, so dimensions are important, and I'm bad at keeping dimensions in mind when I make things. So I'm just kind of thinking, how big do I want a room to be? That looks about right to me. I can live with this. It a bit special. I like how you spelled special. I don't know if that was on purpose or not. You spelled special in kind of a crazy way. Alright, so. Already looking for a new remote job? Honestly, I get that vibe. So, let's do, let's make ourselves a little room. So here's what I'm thinking. When I think about a hotel room, I think, what are the components of a hotel room? You have yourself a big foyer, like a big room here that you hang out in, and then you have a bedroom, and then you have like a bathroom. I'm debating what order I want to put things in. It might be kind of cool to put the bathroom here and divide it so that less of the bathroom is, like, relevant. I'm in the very conceptual part of this right now. Okay, so this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking this is what our thing looks like. And all of this is gonna be our living space. I don't know how to spell it in Danish. You're good. So what am I making? So I'm working on a little bit of a secret project. I'll put that out there. This is kind of a secret thing. I don't say that to be sensational, but it is a little bit of a secret. I said I've been working on a secret project for a little bit now, and this is part of it. I'm still working on the game. Nobody have any doubt about that. Actually, you know what? I'm going to extrude all of these. And I think that will work really well for us. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, so this is part of the secret project. I keep saying secret project. I think that's going to hype it up too much. It's really not that big of a deal. But it's just something I've been working on for a little bit. You like secrets? You're the only person I know who likes a secret. Everybody else hates secrets. Okay. So I'm just dividing like 1,000 different ways. I'm just trying to make a basic shape first and foremost. And then we'll get back to basics in a second. To give you as much information as I can, this little thing that I'm working on here is going to inevitably be part of something else. So this is not it. When I finish the hotel, it's not going to be a hotel. It's going to be a part of something else. And the something else is kind of weird. I know that's like so vague. I'm being so vague. I apologize for that. I just don't want to give it away because I don't want to set expectations if it doesn't work out or whatever. Is this loud to you guys? This is loud to me. I'm going to turn it down on my headset. My mixer looks good. I'm working on a little thing. It's in addition to the game that I'm making. It's in addition to the books that I'm making. It is a lot smaller in scale than those projects. So this shouldn't be as big as those things. There's going to be a really tall house. Yeah, it's going to be a hotel. It's going to be massive, man. I hate that it does that, but I think I can live with it. Should I delete this? Maybe I should delete this. Yeah, that works. Okay, cool. And we'll just connect to these guys, and everything looks a little bit off-kilter for some reason. Oh, it is off-kilter. Why does it look like that? That's strange. You know what? Actually, put all that back. I can fix this so easily. We're just going to go like this, and I'm going to SX0, and now it's straight. And now I can grab this guy, and I can push him back, and we should be good to go. Yeah, so as far as this build goes, getting off of the vague weirdness, this build, I plan on... Why does it look like this? What the heck is happening? SY0. Strange. I wonder why the extrusion did that. That's strange. I think these walls are messed up too. Something is very strange here. Something is not adding up. So my good idea for this little build here is I'm going to use an array to build out the hotel. So I'm going to treat this as a module. I'm going to make a module to fit everything in. And then I'm just going to literally like, make a whole hotel. The hotel has an interesting little gimmick, which if you look at the stream title, you can figure out pretty quickly. But I'll let that happen when it happens. Do I want this whole thing to be glass? I think I don't. I think we want to just bring in... Oh, also we need to apply scale. Not that. It's got a waterfall shower. So it's not going to have a waterfall shower. I mean, it could have a waterfall shower, but that's not the end of it. This whole thing is going to be a waterfall. This whole hotel is going to effectively be a waterfall. So I'm going to call this Waterfall Resort. If you dig deep and you look at the notes that I left in Discord, along with the title of the stream, you'll see all sorts of weird stuff that I'm working on. A waterfall from the roof to the ground. That's exactly what I'm going to do. You got it. There we go. That should do. And now I'll add one right here. I think that is just about it. Yes, waterbed. Are you all being sassy with each other? So I think all I really need to do at this point is double check. That's not straight, is it? Man. SY0. Okay, I guess that one is straight. SX0. It just looks weird. Something looks off about this. SY0. Why does it look so weird? Is this an optical illusion? Doesn't this look off? Does this not look straight to you? Something looks so weird about this. If I pull it forward a little bit and it makes that a little bit more of a 45-degree angle. You don't see anything? Man, it must be me. This part looks thicker than that part. Something is just wrong here. I can't tell what. Oh well, too bad. Cool. Okay, so we have made ourselves effectively a little hotel room. I think it's probably in our best interest if I add a little bit of density to this. So I'll tell you what, I'm gonna bite the bullet and we're gonna do this. The worst thing that can exist everywhere in the entire world is when you get like a, what? The heck is going on? Man, I'm pretty confused about this one. Something's not right here. Tell you what I'm gonna do. This is so weird. The worst thing ever is when you get like a hotel room or something and they make the walls super thin and you just hear your neighbors. So I'm gonna do my best to stop that from happening. Let's go to -0.5. We're gonna give it a little bit of a barrier. It's a ghost. I appreciate how into this you guys are. I feel like I'm just flubbing around for a little bit, but I'm glad you all are like hanging out and having a good time. You know what? That's gonna be floating. That's a little floating balcony. That's cool. We'll keep a little floating balcony. I can get down with that. In fact, I could probably put a little bit of a floor here. And oh no, there's no floor. Because it's just gonna free float. Like that. We've done it. We're set. Cool. Very cool. We're good. We're good. We're set. Let's not worry too much about that then. Last but not least, I'm going to take this. Something that is very key to this build is that privacy has to be super important. People should not be able to see other people. That's like a big part of what this is. Almost like a prison if you really want to think about it. So I'm going to pull this part forward. So you'd have to basically jump off the hotel if you want to see the person under you. Which is good. Exactly what I want. A little bit of an angle, too, I think will also make this look a little bit better. So I'm going to humanize this a little bit later. We're going to have to sit and work on this for a little bit. So let's not worry too much right now. Fancy? Oh, yeah. We're thinking very fancy today. Fancy is definitely the name of the game. I don't love that that's broken on the bottom. You know what? We're going to connect all of these pieces, and I might even add a little bit of a slope to this. The heck is this? Is that the bottom of this? Oh, it's because I didn't extrude it. Oh, yes, obviously. What am I thinking? So now if I extrude it... Aha, we're set. Okay, cool. Cool. So here's what we're going to do now. We're going to finish this last little bit, and then I am done with the room, and we're going to work on the actual hotel and start making things beautiful. So the goal is not to have something clip like that. That looks actually pretty ugly. Just get rid of that. That doesn't exist. We don't need that. And we have this guy, and he's going to merge down here. And we got this guy, and he's going to merge down here. And the middle part comes up for some reason, which makes no sense to me. Again, I have no idea what's going on. Oh, there's a little thing here. Get out of there. Okay, boom. There he is. We have some of this. I gotta fix, well, I'll fix all this in a little bit. I'm not gonna think about it right now. I wanna get to big picture stuff, because it's gonna change a lot once we go big picture. So, we got ourselves a little bit of a room, right? Everything's all set, all there. We're hunky-dory. Let's do this. Let's do the big one. You ready for the big one? Let's do the big one. The big one looks like this. We're gonna take them. We're gonna pop on an array. And I'm gonna go 8. And then we're gonna pop on another array. And this one is going to be offset by Y. And by Y, I meant Z. And it should line up just about perfect. And now I can just make a big old thing. And honestly, I think that first array might be too large. Let's say 6. There you go. That's a hotel. We've done it. Honestly, I'm gonna go 5. 5 might even be it. 5 by 20. There he is. Do they allow pets? That's a complicated one. That's a very complicated question. Do they allow pets? I'm gonna say probably. Probably, but I can't be certain. Put a big old presidential suite on top. I should put something on top, shouldn't I? I should put something on top, shouldn't I? You're not going if you can't have a pet with you? Honestly, I feel that. Okay, so we got ourselves a little bit. I'm looking at this and I'm trying to solve a problem. And I have a big problem. Maybe I don't have a problem. Maybe I'm not that worried about it. Tell you what I want to do. We're going to call this Hotel Room South. I'm going to copy it. And what we're going to do is just pull it on back. I'm going to rotate it by a clean 180. And we're going to take this guy and we're going to reverse the X. Okay. And now, if I do it all perfect, which I don't think I'll be able to do first try. In fact, I should just do it like this, and I should get really close, and I should go GZ, and, nope, GY and move it. So if I get infinitely close, we should be fine. GY. Or I could just mirror it. Shouldn't I just mirror it? That's probably in my best interest, just to mirror it. Too late. It's too late. Doesn't matter. Can't mirror it. Too late. I should really mirror it. I should honestly just be mirroring this thing. Okay, so that's going to do it for now. We'll come back and fix that later. Okay, so we've made ourselves a nice brutal-looking Soviet-era building. Right? It's like maximum efficiency. Boring. You know, don't come here if you don't have any business kind of building. Which is perfect, which is exactly what I'm going for. So let's go GX and push this guy. Whoa. Hey, bud, you want to be careful? I should really just mirror this, shouldn't I? I really don't want to mirror it. All right, let's mirror it, whatever. So what I'm going to want to do is grab it. I'm going to go to edit. We're going to grab the whole thing and we're going to scooch it on over just so that it barely touches the X origin right there. So I'm going to grab you and we're going to go GY and just barely touch. And we should be perfect. I think this is not going to work though. Maybe it depends on where I put the mirror modifier. This is very precise. It's gonna clip, which is the part that I'm like very scared of, but that should do all right. So if I have it like this, theoretically, I come in here and I add a mirror modifier. And I do it on the Y. And we're set. Oh no, but it mirrors, you know, I don't think I hate that. You got business? What does that mean? Flip. What does flip mean? See, we can't allow this because these people can talk to each other. These people can go, hello, and like reach around and do all that. You can't do that. This is not allowed. You have to rant to me on Discord later? Absolutely, feel free. How on earth am I meant to flip this? Is there a method for flipping easily? Color me very confused. Did I see the Sonic announcement? Aren't they like redoing Sonic Colors or something? You know what? I'm gonna do this later. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna apply the mirror and then I'm gonna do it. You said it was the kind of hotel you should go to without business. You know? You guys are gonna love this. When this is done, you guys are gonna love this. This is gonna be the coolest thing you've ever seen. Okay, so, next up. What are we making? We're making ourselves a plane. Control M in edit mode flips. Now, this sounds like a SEMO. This sounds like a SEMO tip. Yeah, so that was a SEMO tip. Not the way that I wanted to flip it, but I do appreciate the shortcut. We're gonna come back to it. I'm gonna do it later. Hopefully it doesn't end up like the Cecile Hotel. Okay, so now I gotta know what's up with the Cecile Hotel. What does that mean? What happened at the Cecile Hotel? Alright, so now we gotta go ahead and begin the big process. A serial killer hotel? What the heck are you talking about? What is that? So I'm gonna make myself a circle. I believe this is the best way I'm gonna solve this problem. So we're gonna pull a circle on up. You just found out there's something called Pride Month? Now, I don't know what things look like, you know, where you're at, but Pride Month is huge here in the United States. Pride Month is so big that people that love and hate gay rights both celebrate it. It's like very upsetting. It's like the most absurd thing ever, how much people like invest into it. As somebody who is very pro gay rights and you know, all that jazz, I find it very funny the lengths people go to hate on Pride Month. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to grab these two and dissolve them. Absolutely. Absolutely, we've done it. All right, and we are here. Bada boom. Now, realistically, should I be a little bit more mindful and try and make this fit correctly? Yeah. It's the one with rainbows? Yeah, rainbows are a big part of it. Gay rights in general really rely on rainbows. It's where all the big corporations cater to gay folk. Yeah, for sure. There's nothing better. Xbox did it last year, and I think it's like, it's very telling, unfortunately. I love that they change all of their Twitter logos to rainbows, and then the day that Pride Month ends, they change it back. The day they change it back. They're like, nope, we're done. No, we're done. It's very fake. Like, it's cool and all if you guys are like, you know, if you're supporting people. Dunkin' Donuts did the heart-shaped donuts. Uber changed the route pathing to rainbow colored in the GPS. I mean, that's like sweet, right? I just wish it wasn't so, I just wish it wasn't so fake. I just wish it was like real. Like people actually cared. Yeah, supporting is very important, especially for people who have been dealt such a bad hand and need all the support they can get. Okay. So it might be evident to you now what I am doing. Yep, we put a giant shower curtain around the whole thing. That's it, you found it. So here's what I'm going to want to do. I'm going to want to be very careful. In fact, I think I'm going to go ahead and cut this guy in half. Yep. You know what? We're going to do it just like this. I'm going to grab him. We're going to go ahead and just grab all of this. Just like that. We're going to go right to the halfway point, which I believe is that one right there. And I'm going to delete. And then we're going to grab this guy and we're going to put on a double mirror. Oh, this was a bad idea, wasn't it? Probably haven't seen it before because you don't live in a city. That makes sense. Why have I messed this up so much? What have I messed up about this? You know what I messed up? I knew exactly what I messed up. I need to set the origin to geometry. There we go. Now I can get rid of all that stuff. Now we can delete. And now we can throw on a mirror. And now we can throw on a mirror. And we're done. Yay, we done it. Okay. So, the goal here is to grab all of this. Is there free Wi-Fi in the hotel? All right. Now you're asking the real questions. Now you're asking the deep, deep questions. I don't think there's Wi-Fi in this world at all. I don't think they have Wi-Fi. There we go. So that probably is how I want to do that. And then I think we want to grab all of it and scooch it down just a little bit more. Get that feeling really gradual. I know. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. Tell you what, this little guy, we can correct most of it just by doing that. Most of it can get nice right there. Okay, so you're looking at this, right? This looks strange. Doesn't this look real strange? Then how do they do business? So it's a real question right there. That's a real question. That's the big one. That's the $1 million question. I'll let you ponder that while I keep working on it. Through ghost tours? You got it. You got it. Through ghost tours. I think I have to apply the mirror now. So let's apply the mirror. I think I pushed myself into a corner by accident. So if I grab the whole thing, oh no. What has happened? What? They overlapped and kind of, there we go. We're just gonna keep it just like that. And now we hit apply. And now we go back to edit mode and everything looks totally normal, nothing weird. Yep, perfect. There we go. Okay, so that to me looks about right. It looks a little bit like a Dyson Airblade. Okay, CQDK has suggested waterbed. Now I should have gone ahead and told you to wait to spend your points because I wanted to kind of curate something for us. But you're lucky because I think the waterbed actually is perfect. Surprisingly. So I think you accidentally did it right. I think we should try and keep the we should try and keep everything hotel themed today. You're not here all day because you need to sleep? Absolutely. Sleep is important. You love the hotel smell. Okay. So I think chat is canceled. I think you all might be canceled at this point. All right, that to me looks all right. And I'm gonna go ahead and pop it out just a little bit. Grab the whole thing, pop it out just a little bit. Yeah, please tell us, what does a hotel smell like? The clean smell of a fresh, crisp hotel room. I don't know if I agree with you. I don't think I agree with that. I think hotels are typically not very nice places. Even nice hotels are kind of like fake and whatever. Okay, I believe we've done it. I'm really thinking here. I'm really putting my brain to it. And I think we've done it. I thought it would smell like smoke. What are you talking about? It doesn't smell good or like smoke. It smells like cleaning products. Let's put 12 of those guys there. Let's put 12 of these guys here. And now I should be able to grid fill this, I think. Grid fill. Hey, there he is. Okay, cool. Waterfall Hotel smells like Disney ride water? Yeah, probably. That's what I would think. Okay, so we got ourselves a little dome here. What I want is I want to cut the dome. This is gonna be a little bit of a challenge. How are we gonna do this? How are we gonna do this? How am I gonna do this? I also hate that it's not perfectly symmetrical, but I think I don't have the care or the will to fix that right now. So that'll be a later project. You've heard of Disney rides? What are we talking about anymore? Is Disney uncommon? Okay, there we go. Got ourselves a nice little domed roof. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. Okay, are you guys ready for the big one? Are we ready for the big one? Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and grab all of this. Oh no. Okay, that's fine. That'll do. Here's the big one. This is it. This is where it's all gonna come together. This is where you guys are gonna see what the grand plan of this whole thing has been. Let's find extrude. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. I know Disney, just I have some of the movies they make. That sounds about what you would expect. Okay, so I'm gonna take it upon myself. Nope, come back. I'm gonna take it upon myself to separate selection. Oh, I'm getting kind of weirded out. I'm not sure what I'm doing. Sure. Sure. I'm getting a little confused about what I'm doing with myself. Copy. Back, 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 back. Object mode. Paste. Oh, it didn't work. It didn't work. Also, I can just call this hotel room. Humma. How do I keep this? Disney I am somebody who doesn't love Disney. I hate to be that guy. I know there's a lot of those guys out there. I hate to be that guy. But I really dislike Disney. Wait, did it just work? Hold on, did it just work automatically? If I go ahead and merge vertices by distance, it just worked. What? Okay, never mind, we're good. I don't like it just because it's like, it's a weird premise, right? You get sold this big fantasy, live your dreams, become a child again, all this sort of stuff. And it's basically just waiting in line. And once you reach a certain age, it's just obvious that it's like pre-made fake stuff. It's like, it's cool in a way. It's cool if, like, you know, video games didn't exist, but like, video games are infinitely more interesting to me. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We got this. Now I need to find a way to extrude this out. What I think I want to do is extrude down along the Z-axis. I think I want to grab all of these and extrude along normal. Whoa, bud. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on. Not sure what is happening. Let's go ahead and merge by distance one more time. Something strange is going on. Nothing? So if I extrude along normals, what the heck is happening? Let's recalculate our normals and then take it from there. Recalculate outside. There we go. There we go. Perfect. I've done it. Folks, I've done it. We're going to go ahead and delete these faces. We can delete these faces. We can delete these faces. And we've done it. We've made ourselves a nice little model. Yeah, I don't know. I think the people who really like Disney, you know, no shame to people who like Disney. If you like Disney, that's cool. No problem. I got no problem with you. But I think the people who really like Disney are people who, like, are able to just waste their time. And not that playing video games isn't wasting time. Like, it's all the same at the end of the day. But, like, I'd rather waste my time looking at something than waste my time not looking at something. Why is the hotel box in a box? Is it radioactive or something? Not at all. Is that flat? That does look pretty flat to me. I'm trying to figure out my camera options real quick. Let me find the camera options and then we'll come back to it. You'll see what I'm doing. Why can I not figure out where to do camera? I did this just recently. It's here. It's in view. There it is. We're going to want end to be 5,000. I'm talking about Disney World. I'm talking about the actual theme parks, like sitting and waiting for rides and like paying $10 to buy a water and stuff like that. That stuff's insane to me. If you like the movies, that's different. I mean, I like them. I like the movies. The movies are fine. You could say a lot of political things about Disney, and I think that would be very fair. But as far as the actual like movies themselves, no, they're pretty creative. I like them. Okay, so the question is, what am I doing? What the heck am I doing? Well, let me show you. Here's what we got going on. I'm going to make sure I don't lag the heck out of this stream once I do this. So let's pop on an HDRI. Also, I think I need to turn the air up in my house because I feel like the air just stopped working all of a sudden. You're making a big ice cream. You got it. You got it. It's an ice cream. No, it should be very apparent what we're doing here in just a moment. I'm going to put on transmission. I'm going to turn down the roughness. I'm going to turn up the transmission roughness, which does nothing for some reason. There you go. Looks a little better. There's some little marks there that I'm not loving, but we'll deal with that in just a second. And I'm going to go ahead and give it a little bit of a blue. Like a light greeny blue right there. That should be it. Underwater hotel. Now we're starting to get onto it. Now we're getting there. Let's add some normals to really freak this thing out a little bit. That's not what I want. What am I doing? I'm not even thinking. My brain's turned off. The Lost City of Atlantis. I mean, you're basically there. It's the Lost City of Atlantis if the Atlantis was a brutalist hotel. If the Lost City of Atlantis was not super cool. Is it deep sea? It is indeed deep sea. Okay, so what am I looking for? I'm trying to find the waves. Let's turn the transmission down and see if I can't find what I'm looking at. Why is there no... Why is this not catching? Maybe I need to do object. There we go. That's what I wanted. That's what I was looking for. You're not going because the deep scares you? I'm gonna be straight up with you. I don't think anybody should really be going to this place. This place is not the coolest place in the world. I'll put that out there. Okay, that should be about right. I'm gonna up that and up the scale a little bit. Drop that distance down just a bit. If we rough it up a little bit and we get on down here, what does that look like? That looks just like water. That looks exactly like water. Look at that. Look how perfect that looks. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pop back up the transmission. Yo. Yo. I just made such good looking water. Now, it's a little repetitive, which is probably in our interest if I was going to put this in a game. Oops, spoilers, this is not going in a game. What we're going to do instead is I'm going to mix it up with a second wave that is set to a different interval. So it's going to be set to maybe like 0.4, so it catches irregularly. In fact, I should catch it even more irregular than that, so let's do 0.39. And it's going to be Y, and it's going to be distorted a little bit less, much higher roughness. Plug U in. Like that, and instead of Y, let's do diagonals, and it is going to be division. Nope, division's a little too much for me. Linear light. Yeah, this'll do. Okay, so now I've totally lost where the hotel is. There it is. These people are not on Trivago? No. Okay, so now I'm starting to get to the point where I'm going to start spoiling things. And I'm not against spoiling things. I think spoiling things will be fun. But something you got to know about these people is they are not super concerned with whether people like the hotel or not. They have a higher priority. There's a different selling point. There's a different reason people come here. Okay, I can live with that. That is good looking water. That is the best looking water I've ever made, and how quickly I made it too. If I switch over to this view, what do we get? Have I destroyed stream? No. Look how perfect it looks. Goodness me. It could use more randomness for sure, but like, color me not upset with that. It looks a lot like the water from Phantasy Star. Now I think about it, there's so much you haven't tried. Okay, what haven't you tried? What are you talking about? They're criminals. Okay, so they're not criminals, but you're definitely flirting up the right tree. It's a boat hotel? Kind of. It's not exactly a boat hotel. In fact, I should probably make the next part. Disney World Hotel. Yeah, Disney's a bunch of criminals. Okay, let's make the next part. Let's go for it. We're gonna keep going. I'm gonna double check my stream. If you see any sort of flickering, please let me know. Because having this view usually likes to mess up my setup. There are people that have vanished without a trace on purpose, or I've just been watching too much Unsolved. So vanishing is definitely part of it. There's definitely an aspect of vanishing here. Man, I gotta say, I'm very proud of this. I can't wait to, like, completely ruin this thing. But for the time being, I am very pleased. You like Unsolved stuff? I mean, true crime is in right now, right? Like, that's the big deal. Okay, here we go. So let's go ahead and do a little bit of this. And I'm just going to start getting into the nitty-gritty. So we're just going to extrude along normals. Whoa, bud. In fact, it's getting a little flickery for me, so let's just get rid of that. We can actually probably... No, we need the hotel. So we'll do it like this. I'm going to grab you, scooch you on over. Now we can go ahead and pull this guy out. Just like that. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to cut it in half. Just right there. You've heard they got paths underground. Now, are you talking about Disney still? Because Disney has paths underground. Or are you talking about Unsolved? Because they is kind of an expressive term in regards to that. Okay, so we're going to pop you on over just a little bit more. We're going to do that. And then I'm going to grab you. Nope, not like that. Grab you, extrude you along normals. And we'll call that probably about right. Disney. Yeah, Disney has underground stuff. Fun fact. Okay, I got a story for you guys. I don't know if I've told this story before. Probably have. Maybe I haven't. Who knows? I almost worked as a character actor at Disney. I came really close to being a character actor at Disney. Also, I don't know why this is stretching up and down in a weird way. That's strange. Something looks weird there. It's because I did the proportional edit. That's exactly what it is. Okay. Oh well. Yeah, what kind? That's definitely the next logical question, wouldn't it be? I was in high school. I look back on this experience and I'm kind of like, I don't really get how this happened, but it did, so whatever. It is what it is. I was in high school, and Hello? Hello? What's remesh? What is the key for remesh? Shift... I thought it was Shift R. Hold on, now I gotta Google it. Hold on, I gotta Google this real quick. My whole life is changing. Blender Sculpt Remesh. So I was in high school. I was in chorus. And my friends were like, hey, there's going to be auditions at Disney for character acting. Like, you should apply. I might have just been 18 at the time. Maybe it was right around the turning point of 18. Also, it says that it's here. Oh, there we go. I just saw it work. So I was just like newly 18, and I was applying for a character actor. We'll say that sounds about right. Oh god. Oh god. Guys. Hey, okay, we're probably going to have to kill Blender real quick. Nope, we're good. Never mind. Let's make that a little bit bigger. Let's not do the small little one. Yeah, sorry, I almost just destroyed my computer. That's what the pause was for. So yeah, I'm sitting there at Disney, applying for characters. You go into basically what is an auditorium, and you sit and you wait, and they pull you into casting rooms. Hello? We good? This might be too big of a project for my computer to handle right now. Yep, hold on. It is lagging pretty bad, ain't it? It shouldn't be lagging like this. Okay, tell you what, we're gonna work in really primitive increments. I'm gonna do it one more time. We're gonna see if we lag, okay? How bad is that? Okay, so we probably had like a moment of lag right there, but I think we're back. I think we're good. Am I good? Am I back? Am I all right? I promise I will finish the story. Don't you worry. So far, so good. Okay, cool. So I'm done with that for a little bit. So, to finally say the story. You go into like this little auditorium thing. It almost looked like we were in a high school. I don't know if we were in a high school. So you go into like a weird little auditorium at a high school, and they sit you down with a number, and you fill out like a form or something. It's been a long time since I did this. I don't totally remember. But basically, you're applying for a character. And so I applied for Tarzan. I was applying for Tarzan. I was pretty built at the time. I thought it was a cool excuse to grow my hair out. I like the idea of being a rowdy boy. I've always been kind of a rowdy boy. So I was like, yeah, I'll be Tarzan. That's cool. No worries. I'm a jungle boy. So the goal was to get Tarzan. And I go into the audition room. And immediately they're like, no, you're not Tarzan. You're Flynn Rider. Like you're gonna apply for Flynn Rider, the guy from Tangled. And I'm like, okay, I never seen the movie, but I didn't let him know that. I didn't say that. So Flynn Rider it is. Let's apply for Flynn Rider. And so I go in to an audition, and they take you into a room, and they make you pose, and they make you look at them, and they ask you questions, and it's like a group interview thing. I thought I applied for Beast. Yo, I would take Beast in a heartbeat. Beast would be awesome. I'd love that. That's like so my brand. So what they basically do is they just do a group interview. It's almost like you're on like a dance line. You're sitting there like standing, and you're like shoulder to shoulder with a bunch of other people who are all applying for the same role as you, and they're basically just sussing you guys out to see if you'll like answer the questions correctly. Also, this isn't working. Let me try. Let's get in here real quick, and let's unsubdivide this a little bit. Did that work? Broke it a little bit. Yeah, I mean, I just kind of went. I didn't really think too much about it. I wasn't super like, oh boy, I'm gonna get the role or anything like that. I was just kind of going. So it was cool how much I got into it. But basically, Junie, I should say. Sorry, I just gave away your real name. Yeah, I went with Michelle. If that draws any context for you, the whole chorus group, I was with Michelle. So yeah, I went there and I applied for Flynn Rider. And basically what you do is when you're in the auditorium, you go in, you do your audition, blah, 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 all that. And you go back to the auditorium, and they say, you know, they make you wait like 30 minutes or something. And then once the 30 minutes are up, they're like, okay, here's who stays, here's who goes. And I got chosen to stay, so I'm staying. And then there's another audition with less people. And in that second audition, I went, and the lady who was doing it, they're like, okay, I need you to smile nice and big for me, because I guess Flynn Rider is like a big smiler. And I smiled, and the lady was just kind of like, because I've never been good at smiling. I'm not very good at smiling on command. It's not my specialty, I would say. And so I guess I didn't smile good enough for her, and she just gave me kind of a weird look. And I like knew at that moment that I didn't have it. I knew I wasn't gonna get it. So we continued on, and they were very sweet with me and all of that. And then went back in the auditorium, and they do like the last callbacks. It might have been the finals, I'm not sure. But it was the last callbacks, and I didn't get called back. So I was like one of the last... I don't know how many of these auditions they do. Maybe they do multiple sets or something. But of the crew that I was with, I was like last 4. Like there was only like a few of us left. So I became pretty close to being Flynn Rider. Pretty proud of that. I'm glad I didn't get it, though. That probably would have been a terrible job, all things considered. Okay, there we go. The face actors get treated like royalty, to be honest. Is that true? I've heard a lot of horror stories from friends. I've heard that it's not super great. I've heard people who are like, being a face actor is like the quote-unquote best job that you can have as like a minimum wage, or not a minimum wage, but as like a lower-end Disney worker. But of the few people that I've talked to, they were like ready to quit. They did not like it. Because you're basically being like dehumanized. You're basically like not allowed to be yourself. And like you're somewhat ostracized from the rest of the crew. I don't know. I've only heard conjecture from other people. I didn't work there. I don't know, but I've heard that people didn't like it. Beryl, what's up? We're doing good. We're making kind of a weird build today. Making ourselves a little ocean thing, I think is the best way that I'm going to describe this. You guys talking about peer pressure? We're talking about working at Disney. Talking about people who work at Disney. The character actors specifically, I should say. Okay, so I'm just trying to make this look a little bit more real. It looks a little bit too symmetrical. So what I'm doing is I'm just pulling to make it look like a beach line. It should be no surprise that this is an atoll. So do with that what you will, if that helps you with the solution for what the heck this thing is supposed to be. That looks kind of all right to me. I can think I live with this, and that's not a sentence. You still thought it was ice cream? I mean, it might still be ice cream. We don't know that to be true or not. Okay, there we go. Let's push all this in and say that is gotta be probably it. Any more than this, and I could be here forever. That looks fine enough to me. I'm gonna go ahead and just dip that part in the water a little bit. And we should be looking pretty good. There we go. Nice and good. You still making an island? Yeah, I'm basically making an island. I mean, that's basically exactly what this is. It's just a little island. We shade it smooth, and we put a little bit of funk on it, and it should look pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that real quick. So let's go back into nodes, and we're gonna make ourselves some sand. So once again, let's get rid of the ocean. Let's go ahead and just get rid of the hotel. I'm gonna go ahead and put the hotel in a collection real quick. Atolls tend to be smoother around the edges. I can apply that. If you got some tips, let's take it. We'll go for it. We have a circle. What is this circle? Oh, the circle is the ramp. Okay, so that's a ramp. Okay, so we got ourselves a little atoll. Let's add ourselves our bump. And let's make it sandy. Now, sand is very difficult for me to wrap my brain around. Sand is just a bunch of little tiny things, which to me means white noise. But like, how's that gonna work? Because white noise is definitely not gonna plug into height, right? You gonna go to sleep now? Yeah, have a good sleep. You take it easy, CQDK. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, let's oh, I'm trying to do height without actually looking at my vectors. That's probably exactly why we're having some trouble here. Okay, so let's make it a slightly darker color so we can see what we're actually doing. It's got to be pretty rough. Actually, is sand rough? Like, I know the obvious answer is sand is rough because it rubs up against you. But doesn't sand reflect like a lot of light? Sand is pretty bright. Can something be like physically rough but be reflectively not rough? It's rough and it's coarse and it gets everywhere. Whatever you say, Anakin Skywalker. Sand is pretty reflective. That's what I'm thinking. That's odd, right? How can something be so rough but also reflective? I mean, hello, we're here. So we're gonna say dimension is low, detail is high. I mean, this is more dirt than sand, realistically speaking. That's a little bit better looking. Invert's not going to do anything for us, so I think that's it. Just a little bit of that, and then I'm going to go ahead and pop on this Musgrave into a color ramp. And we should be good. And I could probably pop some little shells in here if I'm feeling extra crazy. Let's do some shells. You know what? Let's go for it. I feel like we've been making really good progress on this today, and I'd like to just go for it. Like, I already feel like we've done a lot. More than we normally do. Depends on the kind of sand moisture content and how the surface is affected. Okay, so we have a sand expert in chat. What should I do with this sand? In my mind, just blind yourself. Just blind yourself while you're at it. Like, that's what sand looks like. I think I might add a little bit of a dark right here. Like that. That's what sand looks like. Looks pretty good. I might even up the saturation a little bit so it looks a little bit more. That's disgusting. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. We do that, and then we lower the saturation just a little bit. and we up the brightness. We have beautiful sand. It's like killing my eyes. It's very bright. Looks good. I'm gonna have to sit and round out some of these guys. That looks terrible. But otherwise, this looks pretty good. I like dare to maybe put a subsurface on this thing, but I think that might actually blow my computer up. Dare I do it? You know what? I'm gonna put a subsurface on it. Here we go. Fingers crossed. If I blow up my computer, it's been a great time knowing you guys. That ain't half bad. I did shade it smooth. It's already shaded smooth. That is pretty good looking. Okay, so let's take Barrel's advice real quick and make this thing a little bit more round around the edges. Beach sand is quite reflective. Desert sand less. Sand meant for construction will be the roughest. So, from 0 to 10, how well did you like the sand I just made? Let's say that's not the worst thing I've ever done. And we'll round this guy out and round these guys out just a little bit more. Honestly, I don't think I want to do too much more than this. This feels right. So if I go back to object mode and we go back to our rendered view, it looks so good. Like, okay, is it a little unrealistic? Yeah, there's some weird bits here and there. I don't think I can really, like, mess with this too much. It looks good, though. Part of me thinks I should add a little bit of wetness to it. I don't know how on earth I'm going to do that, though. I love this little walkway right there. That's lovely. This looks good as can be. You see that, you're like, yeah, I know what I'm signed up for. Like, I'm here. I can grab this and I can just move it just a little bit. Because realistically, these people who built the hotel would try to center it. The hotel is where a secret society stays. Okay, you're getting close. You're getting real close. All right, let's see if we drop any frames here. This feels right. The Illuminati, the Freemasons. Oh, no. This is fantasy. Now, the one thing I don't like about it is that the Musgrave seems to process all of this as separate objects for some reason. I don't totally get why that is. Hello? What the heck was that? I want each grain of sand to have the color, not these little splotchy bits like this. Which is a little confusing to think why it's doing all of this. I suppose we'll go ahead and just throw some shells in here. So let's go ahead and do this. I'm gonna add a mix RGB. And I'm gonna pop a little bit of pink shells using another Musgrave. And a, like, high lachronicity. So, I'm gonna want detail to 1, dimension to, like, 2. I'm gonna want scale to be pretty small, I think. Lachronicity to, like, 1.1? Nope, we're gonna have to do more than that. You're gonna have a bad time trying to export those textures to Unreal. Joke's on you. This isn't going to Unreal. This one's independent, Simo. This is a different project altogether. I'm not doing any Unreal with this. Okay, let's pop a color amp onto here. I'd give your sand, wow. Barrel, you're really out here doing that, aren't you? Do you see how it morphs like that? That is so cool looking. Okay, so we want these like patches. Yep, just like that. We want these little patches of sand. Hello. They're pretty small too. I think I like that. Would it have been better to use Vernoi on these guys? Maybe. Probably would have given us a little bit better of a setup, I think. Beryl has recommended that everybody take a nice drink of water. And honestly, I couldn't agree more. Go ahead and give yourself a little bit of a drink of water. All right. So we're going to want to mix RGB here as well with this. So we should have flat bits. Yep, just like that. And we're going to want to overlay this one. So let's do an overlay. I mean, it looks a little weird, doesn't it? Maybe I don't care about this. Maybe I don't care. Nope. We're done. All of this goes back to the way it was. And that's got to be our sand. Don't care too much. Did any of you see the first episode of Dynamo? What is Dynamo? Dynamo? I haven't even heard of that. Oh, look at this nice glittery water. It's so beautiful. I'm so proud of this water. Holy cow. Also, I should go ahead and switch my view here. There we go. Now we can see everything all at once. Yes, please enlighten us. What does that mean? Oh, the bottom as well. Gorgeous. Ian Hubert series? No, I didn't even know he started a new series. That's interesting. What is it about? I mean, I know it's 3D modeling, but like, what's he doing? Okay, so now we want to go ahead and work on this little domed roof. So, let's go ahead and just get straight into edit mode, and I need to make this work. Yeah, but like, what's Dynamo? What is he doing? What makes it interesting? Okay, so we're gonna grab all of this. Please don't grab the bottom. It grabbed the bottom. My gosh, it grabbed the bottom. Tell you what, I'm gonna control click all of this. I wanted to not do that, but honestly, it's probably the best protocol at this point. So we're just control clicking all of this. I've accidentally clicked this little ridge here, and I don't know how to fix that. He's been directing and making a mini-series? Yeah, but about what? Simo, tell us what you're talking about. What is it? Is it 3D modeling? Or is it like narrative? Or like, what is it? All right, that should do it. Yep, we're good. We're in the rhythm now. We're here. A story, yeah, okay. So it's like a short film, but it keeps coming like episodes. Is this gonna overlap really badly if I just do this? Watch this. If I go individual, how bad is that? Those ones down there are pretty gross. I'm not gonna lie. part of me really wants to grab all of this and just dissolve it. Dissolve? That doesn't really work because we now have a little break. Man, he's been making the first episode for the past 3 years, so who knows when the next episode will come. That's upsetting to hear. He made a video where he talks about keyframing live animations. He makes like a lightsaber, and he's got a guy with like a weird head. I'm assuming that's got to be like a character in the show, right? You know what? We're going back. Go back. I want to be monkey. 0.02. 0.005. That's it. That's the one right there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all of that and make that a different thing altogether. A lot of his stuff from the tutorials are in the show. That's awesome. I'm not sure if I told you guys this, but I had a moment the other day where I was watching some CG Matter. CG Matter, very good series on YouTube. You should watch them. I was watching a CG Matter video, and I had a moment where I was like, "Oh, I can do that. Like, I don't need this tutorial." And that was such a good feeling. That was such like an exceptional feeling to have, to be like, "Oh, I get it. Like, I know 3D modeling." Made me feel real cool. Okay, tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna grab all of these guys, and we're gonna make a new slot. And we're going to assign it and make it red. Cool. So we got our little ramp, right? So we are all good to go on the next part. So let's go ahead and begin material in this bad boy. Nope, 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 nope. There we go. So first things first, we want the top of this guy to be metal. Nice little bit of metal there. You remember watching CG Matter's wood tutorial and thinking that doesn't look like wood? I don't remember his wood tutorial, but a couple of his stuff definitely works that way. Yeah, he's been a little hit or miss. I love the guy to death. He's got such a cool presentation style. But it's one of those things where I'm like, you think about how much people do Blender. Like, the amount of Blender I was doing when I first started versus the amount of Blender I'm doing now is roughly the same. But a year from now, I think it'll be a lot less. And so it's weird to kind of work with people and be like, I wonder if they're still doing it. Like, if they actually still, like, put the effort in. That's a weird part of 3D modeling that I think doesn't totally exist for most other art forms. Like, if you're a film director, you making a blockbuster is what determines whether you're good or not. But as a 3D modeler, you making good 3D models is kind of secondary to the process, your like learning process. And I suppose people with good process will make good 3D models no matter what. But like, you get judged a lot more based on what you know rather than what you've made, which is how it should be. I'm not arguing against that. It's just strange that a lot of art doesn't follow that criteria. Okay. We got windows. I'm going to make them a little bit more see-through. I know you can't see through them because I'm in this pre-rendered view, but it'll do. It'll do just fine. Part of me wants to smudge the windows a little bit, so I'm going to smudge them a little bit. Let's go ahead and put in a noise texture. Maybe we're going to add a color ramp. I'm not sure. But we're going to throw in some texture coordinates, and we're going to go ahead and plug that color into roughness. We're going to wait just a moment. We're gonna make it real rough, and we're going to get it pretty messy. Oh, look how gross and dirty they look. Wow. Okay, so that scale's too big. We want lower scale, slightly higher distortion, detail way higher. Yep, that's the one. And now I'm gonna go ahead and take that and pop a color ramp on there and make it a little bit less dingy. So what do we want? We want more black, I think? Yeah. And the black should not be true black. The black should be like a 0.1. The white should not be true white. The white should be like a 0.6. And now you have a kind of compelling looking window. A pretty good looking window, if I will say so myself. I might go ahead and scale it down one more. That looks so good. Why am I good at 3D modeling today? What is happening? I took a 1-day break and all of a sudden I like know how to do things? What happened? I didn't do any 3D modeling yesterday. Since when was I good at this? Cool. We'll take that right there. So, Musgrave. Let's do a little bit of Musgrave. Oh, let's also go ahead and call this Smudgy Glass. This is the time for somebody to cue in and say that I'm actually not good at 3D modeling. I think Joe is most eligible to say something like that. Seems like a Joe line. Okay, when I think of concrete, I'm very inclined to think about this color right here. That's the color of concrete in my mind. And it's super rough. It's got no specular. Actually, it does have specular. Yep. And I think that's it. And we're going to go ahead and throw a little texture on it. So let's go ahead and pop on our little bump. And we're going to pop on something that looks like concrete. Now, what looks like concrete? I have a weird answer that I think everybody's going to disagree with. I'm going to put on a wave texture. And before everybody shouts and pulls out their torches, hear me out. I got a wave texture. I'm going to put it on Z, so it goes up. I'm going to plug in object coordinates real quick. There we go. So we have a compelling little Z, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to roughness and super detail this guy. Well, that didn't work. That didn't work at all. Why is that not working? What? Oh, because I don't have any distortion. There we go. Hey, look at that. Concrete. We've done it. Yo, try and tell me that ain't concrete. Try and tell me that's not concrete. It looks so good. I'm going to invert it. Like, you can even see the paths in which they, like, went in and, like, laid down the concrete. I might up the distortion a little bit more to see if I can't get it to overlap. But, like, that's it. That's concrete. That's exactly what concrete looks like. There we go. Boom. Nice and static. Really good looking concrete. There she is. She reflects light pretty nicely. I might try and undertone it with a little bit of green, because there is water running all over it. Is that in our best interest? Yeah, let's do it. Let's do a little bit of green water on here. So I'm going to plug in a color ramp. We're going to go ahead and grab that color, and we're going to go ahead and grab a little subtle green. Plug that in. See what that looks like. So 1, the green definitely has to be darker. 2, we need to have a lot less of it. That building would be easy to topple. It's probably true. How would you topple it? What's your method? I think the people of this world would not appreciate you doing that. But, you know, more power to you, I guess. There we go. That looks super killer. You come inside here. Look at that. Look at that. If this doesn't look like a VR chat world, I don't know what. I don't know what. It's not a VR chat world. That's not a spoiler. Just saying, it looks like a VR chat world to me. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. Okay, so let's get rid of the ramp. Cube, I'm gonna call this Atoll. I could probably sit and work on this for a little bit, so I'm not gonna do anything yet. So we'll leave that. Ocean looks perfect, literally perfect. Love this ocean. Okay, let's make the hotel. Is it a good thing if it looks like a VR chat world? Absolutely. Simo? Simo's a hater today. Simo chose violence today. Okay, so let's go ahead and remove all of our modifiers, and now the goal is just to work on the hotel room. Now, I'm gonna be real with you guys. I kind of thought I was gonna be here for like a full 3 hours working on everything we just did. So I'm pretty pleased to say that we're ahead of schedule. I'm pretty happy with what we got. So we're just gonna kind of chip away at this point. Oh, and I can cover up that little thing that I thought I couldn't cover up earlier. It's gonna be great. This is so nice. This has been going swimmingly. Not to be punny, but it just worked itself out, I guess. Oh, I have grid snapping turned on. I was wondering why I was getting so much weird snapping stuff. There we go. Now we're back. Okay, so we got ourselves a little hotel room. Let's get inside here and really take a look at it and say, how do we want this thing to operate? I think what I want to do is put a solidify modifier on here. Let's go ahead and take a quick moment. Let's take a quick moment to fix all of this. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna grab you guys. We're gonna make ourselves a little room. Just like that, I believe. Or do I want to keep this as a separate... When I'm looking at the layout here, this is a bedroom. That's a bedroom. That might be the kitchen. Okay, you know what? We're gonna go ahead and clip this once right down the middle here. That's the bathroom. So we've simsed out our bathroom. There we go. Bada boom, bada boom, bada boom. All the way across. F. And then I grab you. Bada boom, bada boom, bada boom. This is the floor plan. There we go. Should be about right. If I'm looking at it a little bit more translucent, yeah, we're pretty good here. Okay, cool. So let's get back into here. Let's grab these guys, and this is going to be our bedroom. So that is a bedroom. Yeah, that's a perfect bedroom. You put a bed right in there. You got a big old window. You got a bathroom right next to it. Then you got a living area. And I'll put up maybe like a little bit of a half wall for the kitchen. And you're done. You're living in absolute paradise. I could take this, subdivide it. Oh, not you. Subdivide you, subdivide you, subdivide you, not you. We just grab you and put a J, put a J, put a J, put a J. I mean, that's it. That's the whole house right there. I don't even know if I really want to put a divider in here. I think that's just the kitchen right there. Oh, wait. I've made a mistake. This is meant to be a big old wall. You gonna decorate each one individually? No. Not at all. I'm going to completely ignore all of them except for one of them. Only one of them is going to be given any sort of attention. Once this little project of mine comes out, we're going to see if this was worth it or not. I think everyone's going to be a little bit weirded out about what I'm doing. You'll see, you'll see, you'll see. All I can say is you'll see. I don't want to tease it too much. I'm not trying to be weird. It's possible that it'll just be like stupid and not work. But I'd rather have that experience than not try. So I'm just letting myself go for it at this point. I think I can kind of live with this. I think this ain't that bad. The only thing that really needs some love is I'm gonna have to put a little bit of an extrusion on these windows. So let's do that. With the low amount of structural elements that need exploding, it can be done with much less explosives and manpower than it would to destabilize the building, such as the example of the Pentagon. In other words, it is a horrible design for a strategic location. I mean, I don't think I agree with you. Like, a building's structural integrity matters. Sure. I agree with you. But, like, there's a reason little shanty towns don't just get blown to smithereens every time they're made. And it's because people have to have a desire to blow something up first. And I don't think anybody would have a desire to blow this place up. This place is kind of secret. Like, once the secret's out of the bag, I think that's the point at which this place loses, not in its design. So I don't know if I totally agree with you. I think the people who make this place knew what they were up to. Okay, so that is gotta be our guy. So if I go around like this, all the way around, and I press F, I have gone ahead and made a wall. Yes. Now, me making a wall is actually kind of not good. Oh, we've done a fail state at this one. Yeah, I'm definitely the person who made this. No, but what I'm saying is, like, I don't think that matters. Like, I don't think, the threat of this place is not whether this place gets destroyed or not. It's whether this place gets discovered or not. This place being discovered is the single most important part of the whole equation. That's the moment where people determine whether they've lost or failed. Okay, I can live with that. That's much better. That looks pretty good. Okay. The inside looks less good. So let's fix this up real quick. I like the sentence, "You are the people who made this." I think every author at some point in their life should have that yelled at them. I think that's a very funny phrase. And I'm glad you've said it. Okay, so that is the room done. And I just shove a piece of glass in there. Now the bathroom. Get me in this bathroom. Now, I know that there's methods in that you can hide... you can hide your mesh so you can better edit things. Oops. You can better edit things on the inside, but I'm going quick enough that I don't care too much. We're just going. We're just making things. Okay. That, I believe, is done. So, that is the setup. Let's go ahead and color it. First things first, let me grab the windows. Go to our node group. We're gonna make a new one. We're gonna make another slot, a new one, assign to those windows, and make them transmissive. Ooh, what? Looked weird for a sec. What if it is discovered and you do not notice that it's discovered and suddenly there's a demolition charge? I mean, you're making a lot of assumptions here is what I'm saying. The worry of this place being discovered is not whether it gets blown up or not. If anything, if you discover this place, you would not want to blow it up. You would want to stalk the people who work here. There's a lot more for you to gain from watching these people than there is from blowing up a building. Because you don't make money blowing up a building. Junie, Beryl is talking about the logistics of how easy it is to blow up my fictional building. In fact, I'm just going to make this the same glass material. What am I thinking? Just make it glass. What? Smudgy glass. Yeah, obviously. A little bit of smudgy glass. No problem. Okay, cool. So we got smudgy glass. We're good. Now I'm going to go ahead and add the concrete to this guy, which I believe is this. Yep. We're going to call that concrete. Concrete 1. And then I'm going to duplicate it. Get rid of the moss, because people would not allow moss on the inside of their houses, I believe. And this is going to be concrete 2. And concrete 2 is going to be scaled way down. If anything, the detail might be what we want to scale down. That's kind of gross. Let's not do that. Actually, better yet, I have a much better way of doing this. Let's pop in a color ramp, and I'm going to flatten this guy out, like a lot. So we're going to go, yeah, 0.1, just like that. I don't know why it decided to keep 0.1, but not be terrible. So we'll go for it. 0.1. It honestly doesn't look that bad. Okay, so now I'm going to flatten it. So it just feels a little bit more like stucco than it does like concrete. And we should be looking pretty good. You know, Beryl's just flexing on us is what it is. Beryl's just doing what Beryl do. I kind of want to up the detail like a lot. Upping the detail doesn't really solve our problem though. That's it. That's it. Okay, 0.003. That's exactly what it should look like. That's exactly what it should look like. That looks so good. Perfect. Okay, so that is a little concrete building right there. And if anything, the concrete should also be probably a little bit more stylish looking. So let's use a darker concrete. Yeah, the hotel is an upside down cone. I'll give you that one. It is indeed an upside down cone. I'll show you what it looks like, don't you worry. 15. There we go. So if all is well, this is the beginnings of our hotel. That looks pretty good. Yo. Color me pretty cool with this. Let's see. Roughness being set to 1 makes sense. Specular. Let's set the specular to 0.5. And the tint goes up. It might be a little too dramatic. Let's lower that down just a little bit and make it look just a little bit nicer. There we go. Okay, so here is what our little thing looks like. So we're back to this view. I haven't dropped any frames yet. We're looking pretty good. Wow, it's almost been 2 hours. I can't believe what we've done in 2 hours. So here is effectively what our little setup here looks like. We got these guys inside of a cone. Those guys inside of a cone with an atoll with an ocean. So this is our weird nuclear battery that we've made. Oh no. Am I dropping frames? I love Bloons Tower Defense. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're back. So let's cap this guy off. Let's finish this. So what is left to do here? What do I need to finish? Well, I need to make a turbine. Because we got to do something with the water. The water comes down and the water has a use. So let's go ahead and make a turbine. First things first, I think we definitely want to fix this guy. So what I want to do is I want to grab... How do I want to do this? That's about right, I think. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that and do a SX0. Well, that was silly. What was I thinking? So we're grabbing all of our little guys. One more. There we go. Now we can do SX0. And that shouldn't have ruined anything. Nope, looks pretty good to me. Next up, let's grab this last section. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All the way across. And we should be able to SX0 this, and then we're done. SX0. Oh gosh. Well, that was not the smartest thing I've ever done in my life. Let's try that one more time. SX0. With that, I think we are set to start this. I can grab this and shrink them on down. I think we only really need to do that, and then I'm just gonna make a turbine on the bottom. right? How close does that get? Does that look bad? That's not bad at all. People are going to be sitting right on that. Okay, so a turbine. What's a turbine look like? That's a challenging question. Turbines look like everything. Let's go on Google real quick. Man, I gotta say, I'm pretty proud of what we've done today. We don't normally get this much done in one day. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and pop you guys on over here. And we're looking at a turbine. And it's not exactly what I want. We want like a damn turbine. The heck is all of this? Why are they... Oh, that's strange. That's not what I thought that would look like at all. I kind of thought they were all going to be sideways. I thought it was going to be a long line of them, and they just spun. I guess that doesn't make any sense. I guess this does make more sense. I don't know how this is going to fit into the design, though. You know what? I'm going to extrude down a little bit. We're going to make ourselves a big old turbine at the bottom. So, in fact, I can probably get rid of all of this. Go back to the original thing that we liked. There we go. Now we're back. We like this shape. Shape looks good. Okay, so I'm going to grab all of it, and we're going to extrude down on the Z. And now the goal is to pop it in like this. Make ourselves a nice circle. And then scale that circle down. And we're going to pop a turbine right in there. That should work, right? This should be just fine. Yeah, we're going to put a big old turbine right at the bottom there. Okay, nice and easy. And for the sake of our own, you know, making things look nice, we'll go ahead and do a little bit of a bevel here. That's not the worst thing I've ever seen. That actually looks like it would be pretty buoyant. Obviously, it's made out of concrete. It's not going to be buoyant. There's more at play here, but I don't hate this. It looks a little bit like a sunfish. We could put little eyes on it. Okay, let's go ahead and pop a picture of a turbine in here, and I'm going to make myself a turbine. Do I want to make a turbine? No, but I'm going to. This is going to be the thing that kills me. I can guarantee it. I can't wait to freak out. Okay, I need just like a schematic of a turbine. Turbine, turbine, turbine. What does a turbine look like? You know, I kind of wish somebody would just post a picture of a turbine that I could just download. Let's type in water turbine. There's only one that even looks remotely okay, so this is the one that we're going to use. Okay, so we're here. We have everything set up. Let's go ahead and pop in our picture. And we're going to make that. So I got to make one of these guys. This is going to be awful. This is going to be pretty bad. Thinking logically. Thinking very logically here. I think I know how to do this. I think I can do this. I think I can do this. That's ambitious. I got 40 minutes. I'm going to try and do this in 40 minutes. I got a really good idea, honestly. So let's start with a cylinder. We're going to bring the cylinder right on down to here, and I got an idea. Let's make this thing big. Let's bring it up like that. Let's grab this guy and scooch him into the background a little bit, and let's go. So I'm thinking we're going to want the brace. I'm making up a bunch of words here. So if you actually care about turbines, please ignore everything I am currently saying. We got that. We got that. It's already done. It's already here. It's already perfect. Guys. Guys, it's already perfect. It already looks so good. Are you ready? You ready for the big one? Let's hit the big one. Let's do this. Rotate. Okay, so we've rotated it, right? Actually, let's rotate it just that much. That much is fine. Cross-cut it. And then we're going to grab this one and rotate it even more. And then we're going to rotate you just a little bit more to compensate. I'm going to grab you. And we're going to bevel you. I've already done it. I've already done it. It's already done. It's done. It's done. We did it. We did it. Okay, so how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What was this, like 36? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I understand I skipped a count. I'm acknowledging that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That one confused me. I'm not sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. That's close enough. We missed a count somewhere. 6, 5, 6, 5, 5. So one of them has 6. Every other one has 5. No, 2 of them have 6. Every other one has 5. That's close enough for me. I don't care. Anybody who notices that is, you know, awesome. Good for them. Let's put it that way. Hey, folks. Hey, folks. Who doubted? Who doubted me? Who doubted me? Who doubted me? It looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. I'm gonna take that with flying colors. So we're gonna go ahead and make spikes on the end of these guys. They look a little non-symmetrical for some reason. Maybe it's just an optical illusion, I can't tell. Now, I feel very inclined to plug these guys into a subsurface. I don't know if that's the best idea in the world, but I think it's the idea that we have to go with. Okay. Now, is this the best looking turbine you've ever seen? No. No, 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 no. Not at all. But I made this in 4 minutes. This took 4 minutes. Like, I got a lot to learn when it comes to 3D modeling. In no way do I think I'm great or anything like that. But, like, bang for buck? Whew. Bang for buck, we are here. Let's put a subsurface on this guy and see what that does to it. Made it look a little gross, that's for sure. Actually, it looks a little fleshy, which I don't love. Some thoughts real quick. Some thoughts real quick. Coming down here. I'm going to rotate these guys. And that way we'll get a nice little rotation there. I think the backs of these I'm going to want to... Oh, just like that. Yep. We're going to want to crease the backs of these. And maybe even the top a little bit. I'm not sure. Yo! It looks so good! Get out of here, Hotel. I don't want to see you. Get that Hotel out of here. Put the cylinder down here. Let's see that cylinder. They could be wider, for sure. They could be a little bit wider. They definitely don't fill up enough. I also hate that they're not symmetrical. How far back can I go? Oh, I can go really far back. Okay, perfect. We're back. So let's go ahead and pull this guy down here. We're gonna call this turbine. And I'm gonna fix this up a little bit more than what we have. I actually think we might want to delete this top section. I'm gonna take a little bit of liberty with this guy. Should you be taking liberty with scientific tools? Absolutely not. You shouldn't be doing that. But I can't be helped. I just can't be helped. So I'm gonna extrude this guy down. Right there. And we're gonna go ahead and bring this guy on in. And we'll go ahead and round these guys out. Probably don't need that much, just a little bit. And now we're gonna do the exact same edit that we did the first time, except I'm going to make even more turbines. So we're gonna say 3 is our number. Because realistically, I can count 3 in my head very quickly. And I don't have to sit and double check my work 1,000 times. I can just know that I've done it. And we're gonna get 1. Oh, we got perfect 3s all the way across. That's it. We're set. Cool. So this guy I will take and I will extrude along normals. We can go ahead and finally get rid of that hotel. We can pull these guys down. Look at the top. That looks so good. That's, you know, not quite the amount that I wanted. Okay, now let's give it a shot with the subsurface and see what this does for us. Honestly, it just looks so good. It just looks so good. Okay, so I'm going to take you and we're going to rotate you this way. Just a little bit, just to really show off those curves. And I should probably pop a hole in the center of this guy. To really reduce... Actually, instead of doing that, I want to go ahead and poke it. And we want to just pop it down a little bit and make it like a nice like drill bit. Probably shouldn't have been that sharp. Why is it so sharp? Fun Pro Gamer, how you doing? How do you feel about our turbine so far? Is this the best turbine you've ever seen in your life? Fine. Oh no, what's so fine? What's going on? You okay? Okay, so we're gonna pop up just a little bit here. Just chilling? Everything okay? Is fine mean good, or is fine mean that something's going on? Because you strike me as somebody that you're so high energy. A fine seems a little telling. Oh, fine is good? Okay. I'm reading into it too much. My bad. There we go. Look at that. Look at that bad boy. This guy could power a whole station. And he's going to. So I just want to keep myself from looking like a real bad 3D modeler. So I'm going to poke a little hole in here so we don't have as many streaks. And I made more streaks because I don't know what I'm doing. So instead, I'm going to go ahead and do this. And last but not least, I'm going to grab all of these guys. And we're going to rotate them that way with some proportion. So I'm going to proportion just a little bit. I'm going to drop that smooth way down. Just a little bit. There we go. And we're going to only do connected. Fun programmer, how are things looking on your end of the world? Did you finish Uncharted yet? There we go. This is probably overkill given that we're already subsurfacing it, but I just like the idea of it. I just really like the idea of this. And that's it. That's our turbine done. So let's pop a little pole that comes up into like a motor room. And then we're gonna track it into the hotel. Man, if I didn't ace this, I don't know what, man. In fact, I think we just want this to be at 0, right? No, we don't want it at 0. Got bored of it for now, wasn't going very well, so I started a Minecraft series. I mean, Minecraft is kind of the one, right? That's the center, I believe. So we're gonna want X to be this and Y to be that. We'll finish it at some point, though. Oh, look at your cool little emotes, man. Seems like you got a real cool community going. How's your community looking? Are they cool? They treat you well? Okay, so I think this is kind of what we want. It's hard to tell where a turbine really goes because the example that I'm looking up is in like a sealed area. And we can't really afford to have like a majorly sealed area here. I suppose it's possible that we could just grab this thing and just extrude it down a little bit. Like that. And then we could grab this guy and bring him down. I suppose this isn't the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. Okay, we'll do it like that. We are the 4 horsemen and just trying to raise the rest of the community. It's all about the love over here. I don't know what the 4 horsemen part meant, but good to know that everything's going well. There's 4 of you. Oh, you guys are like a little conglomerate. I didn't know that. I thought you were doing your own thing. I'm assuming Panda's got to be one of you, right? There we go. So this is my very structurally unsound structure over here. Meatloaf and Shawnee. Okay, well, if anybody ends up watching this VOD, if anybody is hanging out and looking for more people to follow on Twitch, check out the Fun Pro Gamer, Panda, Meatloaf, and Shawnee, who have a Minecraft series going on right now. And I think they play a bit of Jackbox. You do some sort of like community night that I see you doing every now and again. Oh, it looks so good. We did gold and Monopoly, just a mix. Got it. Nonetheless, Very cool. Oh, golf. Golf was what it was. That's for sure. That's what I'm thinking of. Okay, so now let's go ahead and add the last little piece of this puzzle. And then I think I'm ready to start getting ready for speed sketch. We'll do a little bit of material work and then we're ready. So anybody that has any ideas for speed sketches, feel free to use your channel points. So far, CQDK has suggested a waterbed. If you want to edit the waterbed at all, please do. How do I practice drawing? I don't know if I understand that question. What do you mean practice drawing? Like this? Like making 3D models? Because the way I practice 3D modeling, lava. It's always lava. You guys always want lava. Modeling. When I speed sketch, it's modeling. So you want a lava waterbed. How dare you? How dare you? So I've been kind of considering a new way to do speed sketches moving forward. I've actually been looking at this quite a bit, and I can't figure out how to do it. So if anybody has any recommendations, I guess I would appreciate them at this point. You on the lava waterbed. Well, I'm not gonna make. I don't think I can promise making myself. I've tried making myself before, and it doesn't go well. I'm looking for this little... He's not even centered. Wait, are these not centered? Are these guys not centered? Why are they not centered? What? What the heck? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's got to be right where the bathroom is. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Color me very confused about what's going on. Did I not center this? There we go. That should be a little bit better. When are you going to ban characters in the speed sketches? Those go so well. I should. Okay, so here's my plan. If anybody has any solutions to this, I would be eternally in your debt. This would be super crucial for me. Once you know, things get more than like 3 suggestions per stream or whatever. I really need a method for making a poll, like a poll, like you vote on it. I need to make a poll where people can vote on what we're going to do for the speed sketch. There's 1,000 polling apps out there. There's 1,000 different ways to do that, except I need people to be able to add nominees to the poll and then immediately vote on those nominees. And that, I can't find anything. Every single like application I find wants me to make the poll and put all the stuff in, and then people vote on it. And if I keep adding stuff, votes that people did previously don't take away. So it seems like relatively impossible. I've been looking for a while. I just can't find a solution. So if anybody has a solution to that, man, I would be indebted to you. That has been a real pain point for me. Okay, so we got ourselves our turbine. Mushy little turbine guy. And I think that is going to be basically all I do with this. Should I put more effort into it? Probably, but this is more of a concept than anything else. They never said you couldn't be wearing a full ghost costume that hides all your features. What? If it makes it easier, change my suggestion to a sail on the bed. I'll go ahead. I'll take that. Oh, for the speed sketch. They never said I could be wearing a ghost costume. Honestly, that's a little morbid. I love it. I'm going to try and add maybe a little bit more green to this. A little bit more green, and I think we want to noise up quite a bit. Like that. And then drop the green down. Just like that. There we go. That should probably do it. Okay, so I got to make a lava sail water boat. Yeah, sometimes I don't know why I do these streams. Sometimes I just don't know. Just seems a little crazy to me. Okay, so this is going to be called Turbine Pull. It's probably not the best name for it, but that's the name I'm going to give it. We're going to pop that into here, and I'm going to remove the turbine real quick. Pull. Go into edit mode, grab the bottom face. And let's give them some twists. That gave it a nice little texture. That'll do. So what in the heck am I going to do? Let me take a water break real quick. I think, Beryl, I think I'm going to manipulate your answer. And I'm going to make it a lava lamp. So I think I'm going to make a bed that is a lava lamp. So it's going to have little floating guys in it. Which I can do very well. I have a really cool way of doing that. Oh, it's gonna be really processor intensive. Okay, we'll get there in the end. So let's put all this back. And dare I say that we are done with everything except for the hotel room. So if we come back here, oh, look how good that looks. Look how good that looks. Holy cow. You're like, hey, what's all that down there? Where's all this water going? There it goes. Very cool. Very, very cool. Okay, so these windows should be somewhat see-through. Probably more see-through than that, honestly. I want the smudgy glass, and the smudgy glass should be pretty see-through, honestly. There we go. That works for me. That's looking good. Okay, cool. So we got our weird industrial compound. Nice and made. So what else can I add to this before we call it a day? What else are we doing to this thing? Part of me thinks I should make like a palm tree, but I think that might take too long. Let's see if we have a palm tree generator. I'm going to try, it's a curve, right? Sapling tree generator. Is there a palm tree? Preset. Load preset. Weeping willow, pine, maple, aspen. Nope, no palm tree. Okay, so I can't do a palm tree. I'll put a weeping willow. I mean, it's probably as close as I'm going to get. Just get rid of all of this. Get rid of all of this. There he is. There's a weeping willow. Okay, so we got ourselves a weeping willow. I want it to, like, slump over a little bit more. Hey, bud. Don't do that. Don't freak me out. Changing these settings shouldn't just make things... Oh, come on. Come on. Okay, now we make ourselves a tree. Please don't, like, jump scare us with a bunch of stuff. We have a weeping willow. And I want the whole thing to slump over. Sure, I guess. I don't think I can make too much of a change to this thing. It's pretty stuck. So the speed sketch will be a lava lamp bed. It'll be a lava lamp bed with a sail on it. Thanks to Fun Pro Gamer, we have sail instead of myself. Which a sail, I'm actually kind of stoked to make a sail. I think I can make a cool sail. So Simo, what I'm hearing you do in your head is you're trying to come up with a way to totally mess this up. So let's see it. Also, I need... Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. Branch splitting. Branch growth. I want... Oh, are you also making it today? Show our leaves. Wait. What? The leaves are the atoll? What? Why? What are they doing? Why are they doing that? Ain't that a little weird? You'll try? Hey, I think we're good. You should be fine. This is very weird. Okay, you know what? This is our guy. This is our boy. You don't get to choose your boy, and this is the boy we've been given. So, you know what? So be it. We'll scale him up. Shove him on the beach. And this is my terrible little tree. So if we go to nodes... I should be able to throw on a little bit of a wood texture here. Nice little baby wood texture is gonna look like this. Nope. I'm gonna make wood the same way I've always made wood every single day of my life. Actually, no, what am I doing? I specifically pre-made this texture so I don't have to. So there's my Q wood done. I specifically made it so I don't have to keep doing it. And now we have leaves. And I don't know how to edit the leaves. Tree leaves. Hey, we can just edit the leaves. Hey, that's pretty cool. Okay. Now, they're a terrible shape. I don't know why they're shaped so weirdly. I feel like I didn't really get an option with the shape on the leaves, but I guess this is what we're going for. We'll keep them rough, we'll keep them high specular. Sheen, actually we'll put sheen up, clear coat, a little bit of roughness, clear coat tint. That's leaves. This tree is gonna get deleted right away. So that's it for the build so far. So if I zoom out and I put everything back together, here is what we have made. We've made the actual most gorgeous water texture I've ever made in my entire life. We've made a pretty weird building with pretty nice concrete. And a turbine. A not half bad turbine. That's a pretty big tree compared to the hotel. You're right. You're right. Okay, so now everything's in scale. Make sure I save. And that's going to be it for the first half. So now I'm going to lose my mind. Yggdrasil? Yeah, it's Yggdrasil. We're playing Tales of Symphonia here. So I'm going to go ahead and end the first part of the recording. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to check out the second part coming out right after this. But for everybody else, I will be right back.